Hey guys, it's Vera from Rudy Visuals, and in today's video we're going to be taking pictures with some vintage cameras. So those of you that follow us on Instagram and Facebook probably know that I got these two vintage cameras for Christmas, which was a really long time ago, and I still didn't get a chance to use them. So today we thought that it would be quite nice to go to the zoo and try them out, because we don't actually know if they work. So this was going to be like a nice test. So this is a Canon AE-1 and we are going to be mainly using this camera today. And in this camera I have the Kodak Professional P3200 T-Max, which is a very long name. And the other camera is a Russian one. It's a Zorki 4, and in this camera I actually have colored film, which is Kodak Color Plus 200. Alright, so we're gonna grab an Uber and get to the zoo in Krakow. So we are here at the zoo now. We just got tickets. In total there were 30 zloty for both of us, and we're just gonna go inside now. So right now I'm just using the AE-1 has an inbuilt light meter, so I'm just setting my settings, and hopefully this shot will come up. It's probably not the best setup for wildlife photography, but we're just here to test out whether these actually work. So hopefully we'll at least get some shots at the end of the day. Also like a really good test of my ability to manual focus, which I am not very good at. But in vintage cameras, in the viewfinder, you actually have this little circle that helps you, and you basically just have to align it, and that kind of tells you whether something is in focus or not. They all woke up.
I think you woke them up with the camera noise.
Did it? So I've been taking photos with this camera for about 20 minutes, and I already find myself that I forget to set the settings, because I always rely on auto ISO. So sometimes I'll just take a picture and then think about it, and then it's too late.
It's a waste of film.
It is a waste of film, yeah. So right now I'm at 11 shots and I have around 36 to take. I do have some extra film with me, so maybe in like an hour I'll have to change it. So the good thing about having that limitation is that you actually have to like control yourself and not just go around taking pictures of like every single thing you see. You just have to like stay and wait for the right moment, and you have to like focus and make sure your settings are right, so it does make you think about what you're doing more. You can't just go around shooting like Aaron likes to do.
He's reacting to you. Posing for us.
I know. I'm nearing the end of my film now, so soon we'll swap over the cameras and try and take some colored pictures. I think we still have quite a long time, so hopefully we can, well, we still have an hour, so hopefully we can finish another film. Now we're going to use this camera, which is a Zorki 4. This camera doesn't have a light meter built in, so it's either like a guessing game, or you could use another camera to measure the light, but I'm just going to guess. This camera is not that comfortable when you're taking portraits, because when you're trying to focus, you have to be very careful not to cover the viewfinder because in this camera the viewfinder is actually not aligned with the lens. But I'm gonna try and take a picture of Aaron. The focusing in this camera is actually a lot different than in the Canon. In the Canon you have like a little circle in the middle and you just basically try and align that with the rest of the image. But in this camera you have like 2 images and you have to align them, and you can actually see them going like up and down. So you have like this little ghost that you just have to align with the rest. And I think I prefer the Canon method because this one I can't quite tell whether it's aligned or not. So the zoo is closed now and we're just having a small coffee. And if you're ever in Krakow, I definitely recommend the zoo. But we want to test out the cameras a little bit more, so we're going to head to the main square now. Like 20 shots with this camera, my fingers are starting to really hurt because you have to keep twisting this metal knob, and you can see how dry my fingers are from just grinding against this metal bit. So we are done for the day taking photos. You guys have already seen the photos, if anything actually came out, but I actually haven't, so I'm going to go develop them and I'll catch up with you at home, guys. Alright guys, so I just got my film developed and I'm actually pretty surprised that the pictures came out looking somewhat okay. I didn't mess up any of the shots so badly that I wouldn't be able to recover them. The developing process was actually very simple. I took it to one of the stores around the city and it was actually pretty inexpensive because it was under £10 for the 2 films, and they will scan it for you as well, so you can have a digital copy. If you do a quick Google search, I'm sure that you can find a place near you that will develop film for you. So I just want to mention a few things about the cameras. First of all, they are actually really good quality. They lasted this long, so they have to be like well made. The film cameras are very simple in terms of their design compared to modern cameras, so it's quite easy to find a working camera on like eBay. In modern cameras, there's a lot of electrical components, and these are things that can break really easily. But in film cameras, they're mostly mechanical. There's a few like electrical components, like the light meter in the Canon AE-1, but it's nothing that can be easily fixed. Even though the 2 film cameras were gifts, they were still bought on eBay, so I'm sure if you have a look on that, you'll find something within your price range. Because the film cameras are so simple in their design, it also makes them really easy to operate. There's not that many settings. You pretty much have to put in the film, which then sets your ISO, and you just adjust the shutter speed and the aperture to match whatever exposure you want to achieve. It's very easy to find film for film cameras, and it's not too expensive. It's about £4 to £6 depending on the brand that you go for. The films come in different like ISO numbers, and that will give you different grain, and you can also get colored and black and white film, and they'll give you different effects. The actual shooting process with the film cameras was really fun. I actually quite enjoy having the limitation of just having 36 shots in the camera, and also having to like think about what I'm going to come up with, because I can't like take a picture, see what I get, and then take another one. I have to just kind of like trust myself. In modern cameras, you get your picture immediately, so you can review whatever like problems you had, so you can delete and try again until you get the result that you want. But in film cameras, it's just like a mystery until you develop them. You don't really know what you got. But because of these limitations, it actually teaches you to be a better photographer, because you have to think about the composition, you have to think about your settings, you have to consider like where the light is falling, and it just makes you think about it more. So rather than spraying and praying, you do have to stop and think about every single shot. You can't just go around taking pictures of every single thing you see. You have to think and consider whether it's actually worth taking a picture of. Do you actually want to see that? So in my opinion, it will actually improve you as a photographer, and you'll be more thoughtful when you take pictures with your DSLR in the future.
DSLR or mirrorless.
So in summary, I really enjoyed taking pictures with film cameras. I'm definitely going to do some photo shoots in the future, like portrait photo shoots with them. And I want to buy some more lenses for them because they're very cheap. I only have a 35 and 50 right now, but I would like to get something a little bit wider and a little bit longer as well. So no matter what type of photography you're into or what level you're at, I definitely recommend getting a film camera because it will just teach you so much about the actual process of taking photos. So I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I have made making it. I hope that you found it useful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you loved it, subscribe to our channel for more. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram where you can see more of our work, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!